No, it's the same. Hello, Rhina.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome back.
Yes.
All right. So now let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. All right. So should we do it again?
Yes.
Okay. So what time do you get up?
I get up at 8:30 a.m.
All right. So what do you do after class?
Um, what? Um, uh, what did you do after class, right?
Yes, after class, what do you do?
I always, I always go to the home.
Uh, I go home.
I go home.
Okay. So after
Yes.
class, I go home. All right.
Right.
So now when do you go to work?
I went to
I
work
go,
at
I go.
I go to work at um 5 p.m. every day.
Okay. And what time do you close from work?
Mm, I close for work at 10 p.m.
Okay. Do you go to bed late?
Yes. I go to bed around. I always go to bed around 1 a.m. or 2 a.m.
Okay. Do you study every day?
Yes, I study every day.
Okay, that's amazing. All right.
Yes.
So now let's move to this part. Take
Yes.
turns asking and answering questions about routine.
Yes.
Okay. So now here, I want you to ask questions. Okay. Ask
Yes.
about routines using these words. Go get to class, get home, eat dinner, go to bed. I want you to ask about routines. Ask.
Yes.
Okay, now let's go. Get to class. I want you to ask about the routine.
Uh, what time do you get to class?
Okay, so I want you to describe the routine. What time
What
do
time?
you get to class? Okay,
Yeah.
I want you to respond.
Um, I um I I get to class at um 9 a.m.
Okay, at 9 a.m. Okay, the next one, get home.
Get home. Mm, what time do you get home?
Okay, I want you to respond.
Um, I get home at 10 a.m. 10 p.m. every day.
I get home at 10.
P.m. every day.
Okay, the next one.
What time do you eat dinner? Um, I always eat dinner at um 8 p.m.
Okay, so now let's use another word like, do you eat
Mm,
dinner late?
eat do you eat do you dinner late?
Do you
Yes.
eat dinner late?
Do you eat yeah.
Okay.
Do you eat dinner late?
All right.
Right. And yes, I eat dinner at 8, 9 p.m.
Okay. I eat dinner at 9 p.m. The next one.
Yeah. Do you go to bed late? Yes. I go to bed 1 a.m.
Okay. That's perfect. All right. That's perfect.
Yes.
Okay. So now let's listen to number 4. Okay. Let's
Yes.
listen to this part.
Page 33. Pronunciation. A. Listen and practice. Notice how we reduce do you to do ya in these questions. 1,
What time do you get up?
2,
When do you have lunch?
2,
3,
When do you start class?
4,
What do you do after work?
Page 33. Pronunciation. A. Listen and practice. Notice how we reduce do you to do ya in these questions. 1,
What time do you get up?
2,
When do you have lunch?
3,
When do you start class?
4,
What do you do after work?
Okay.
yes.
So here they want you to notice how they change do you to do ya. Okay.
1,
They want
yeah.
they want you here to
1,
notice. Okay. They want you to notice how they change do you.
1 and 4, do you? 3 and 2 and 3, there.
Okay. Do ya, do you. Okay. What time do
Yeah.
you get up? Yeah, all right.
Right.
When do you have lunch?
Right.
Okay. When do you start class? All right.
Yes.
What do
Right.
you do after work?
Yes.
Okay. So now here we are to ask and answer these questions.
Yes.
Okay. Ask and answer these questions. Okay. What time do you
Yes.
eat dinner?
I eat dinner at 8 p.m.
When do you finish class?
Uh, I finished class at 5 p.m.
Okay. Where do you go after class?
Where I go? Um, I go after class at
Where do you
um
go? Where do you go after class? Where do you go
uh
after class?
uh uh I I go home.
Okay. After class, I go home, right?
Right.
Okay. So you go home always after class, right? So now,
Oh,
before we move to the next topic, do you understand this one? Do you
yeah.
understand this? Asking
Yeah, I
about
understand.
routines, describing routines. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. So now let's move to the next one. So here we have, when do you get there? When do you get there? Asking follow-up questions, okay? Asking follow-up questions, all right? Asking
Right.
follow-up questions. When do you get there? Okay? All right, Rhina?
Yes.
Asking follow-up questions.
Ask
All right?
Right.
Yes. When do you get there? Okay?
Yes.
So the first one here, we are looking at the vocabulary. Okay? Do you
Yes.
usually do these activities alone or with someone else? Okay? But first,
Yeah.
before we proceed to that, I want you to pronounce the vocabularies. What's this? Sorry. What's number one?
Go shopping.
Go shopping.
Go shopping.
That's nice. This one. The next one.
Go to the mall.
All right. The next one.
Go out to eat.
The next one.
Watch a sport.
Watch sports. Okay. This.
Watch work out.
Okay. This one.
Watch movie.
Movies.
Movies.
Okay. This one.
Go to the library.
And this.
Take a walk.
All right. Take a walk. That's nice. All right. So now here they want you to seek out what you usually do alone or with someone else. Okay?
Yes.
Which of these activities do you do alone or with someone else? All right?
Yes.
The first one, go shopping. Do you go shopping alone or with someone?
Alone.
Alone. So here we use A. All right. Number two, do you go to the mall alone or with someone else?
Alone.
Alone. Do you go out to eat alone?
With someone else.
Okay, as. The next one, do you watch sports alone?
Someone else.
Someone else, okay? The next one, do you walk out alone?
Alone.
Do you watch movies alone?
Someone else.
Someone else, that's nice. Okay, do you go to the library alone?
Yes, alone.
Do you take a walk alone?
Yes, alone.
Okay, alone. Okay, so here you go shopping, go to the mall, go walk out, go to the library, take a walk alone, right? And you go
Yes.
out to eat, watch sports, watch movies with someone else.
Yes.
Okay? So now here they want you to make a sentence, all right?
Yeah.
Make a sentence using what you usually do alone, all right?
Yes.
What you usually do alone. Let's go.
I usually go shopping, go to the mall, work out, go to the library, and take a walk alone.
Okay? And the next one, what do you do with someone else?
I always I always go out to eat, watch sports, watch movie with my friend.
Okay? With my friend. So let's pronounce these words again. Sports.
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 Movies.
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 Again, movies,
Movies.
sports,
Sports.
movies.
Movies.
Okay, so now you always go out to eat, watch sports, and watch movies with your friend, right? And
Right.
you usually go shopping, go to the mall, walk out, take a walk, and go to the library alone,
Yes.
right?
Right.
That's nice. So now let's look at the conversation. Let's look at the conversation.
Yes.
All right, let's listen to the conversation.
Lesson 14. When do you get there? Page 34. Conversation. A. Listen. What does Laura do at the gym? What does Sophie do at the gym?
I love to work out early. It's nice and quiet. When do you get here? Around 6:30 a.m. And do you have a routine? No, I just run on the treadmill. How long do you run for? For around 40 minutes. How about you? I do yoga for an hour. I'm starving. They have great donuts at the coffee shop.
Okay, so I want you to listen
Lesson
again.
14. When do
Yes.
you get there? Page 34. Conversation. A. Listen. What does Laura do at the gym? What does Sophie do at the gym?
I love to work out early. It's nice and quiet. When do you get here? Around 6:30 a.m. And do you have a routine? No, I just run on the treadmill. How long do you run for? For around 40 minutes. How about you? I do yoga for an hour. I'm starving. They have great donuts at the coffee shop.
Okay, so I want
Yes.
you to read.
Yes. I love to work. I love. No. I love to work out early. It's nice and quiet. When did you get here? Around 6:30 a.m. And do you have routines? No, I just run on the uh, treadmill. How long do you run?
Treadmill,
Tread
treadmill.
a treadmill,
No, treadmill, tread,
straight,
tread,
straight,
tread,
straight,
treadmill,
treadmill,
treadmill.
treadmill,
No, not S. T, T,
T,
T.
treadmill,
Treadmill.
treadmill,
Again, treadmill.
treadmill.
Okay, I just run on the treadmill.
I just run on the treadmill.
Do you know what a treadmill is?
Treadmill route.
Let me show you what a treadmill is.
Treadmill.
Do you know this?
Yes.
So this is a
Treadmill.
treadmill,
Yes.
right?
Treadmill. Yes.
So I just run on the treadmill.
I just run on the treadmill.
Okay, go on.
Yes. How long did you run for? For around 40 minutes. How about you? Do you yoga for an hour? Starve. Oh no, starving.
Starving.
Starving. They have great
Donuts.
Donuts. Donuts. They have great donuts at the coffee shop.
Okay, so I want you to read again. This time,
Yes.
pronounce the words correctly.
Donuts.
I want you to read again.
I love to work out early. It's nice and quiet. When did you get here? Around 6:30 a.m. And do you have routines? No, I just run on the um treadmill.
Treadmill.
A treadmill. Yeah. I just run on the treadmill. How long do you run for? For around 40 minutes. How about you? Do you yoga for an hour? Starving. They have great donuts at a coffee shop.
Okay. I love to work out early. It's nice and quiet. When do you get there? When do you get here? Around 6:30. And do you have a routine? No, I just run on the treadmill. How long do you run for? For around 40 minutes. How about you? I do yoga for an hour. I'm starving. They have great donuts at the coffee shop. Okay? So now
Yes.
here in the conversation, we have routines.
Yes.
Okay? We also have routines in the conversation. All right? When
Yes.
do you get here? Around 6:30. And do you have a routine? No, I just run on the treadmill. Okay?
Yes.
So that is she asking her friend of her routine. Okay? What she does every day. Okay?
Yes.
So now I want you to read again before we listen to the next one.
Yes. I love to work out early. It's nice and quiet. When did you get here? Around 6:30 a.m. And do you have routines? No, I just run on the uh, treadmill. Treadmill. How long do you run for? For around 40 minutes. How about you? Do you yoga for an hour? I'm starving. They have great donuts at the coffee shop.
Okay? So now here we are to exchange the blue and green words above. Okay?
Yes.
We are to exchange the words above. When do you get here?
Yes.
I just run on the treadmill. How long do you go?
Yes.
How long do you run for? How about you?
Yes.
We are going to change the blue words and the green words above. The first one,
Yes.
when do you get here? Meaning, what time do you start?
Yes.
Okay, what time do you start? Okay, the next
Yeah.
one, I just run on the treadmill. Okay, I just lift weights.
Yes.
I just lift
Lift weight.
weights. Okay, the next one, how
Yes.
long do you run for? Here we have for how long.
Trust me.
Okay, for how long? And here we have how about you? What about you? Okay, so now can you
Yes.
read this?
Yes. Um. Star. No.
Yes, from the beginning.
From the beginning. Yes. I love to work. I love to work out early. It's nice and quiet. What time do you start? Around 6:30 a.m. And do you have a proteins? No, I just fly weights.
Lift, sorry.
For a
Lift.
lift.
It's dark there. That's why you can't see it, okay?
Yeah, I lift. I just lift. Yeah, I just lift weights. For how long? For around 14 minutes. What about you? I do yoga for an hour. I'm starving. They have great donuts at the coffee shop.
Okay, so before we proceed, I want you to pronounce this word for me. What's this?
A crowd.
Around.
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 Around 6:30.
Around 6:30.
Again, around 6:30.
30. Around 6:30.
6.
6.
Around 6:30.
Around 6. Around 6:30.
Around 6:30.
Around 6:30.
Okay? So I love to
Yeah.
walk out early. It's nice and quiet. What time do you start? Around 6:30. And do you have a
Around.
routine? I just lift weights. For how long? For around 40 minutes. What about you? I do yoga for an hour. I'm starving. They have great donuts at the coffee shop. Okay? So I want you to read one more time before we end the class.
Yes. I love to work out early. It's nice and quiet. What time do you start? Around 6:30 a.m. And do you have a routine? No, I just lift weights. For how long? For around for around 14 minutes. What about you? I do yoga for an hour. I'm starving.
I'm
Starving.
starving. I'm starving.
I'm starving. They have great donuts at the coffee shop.
Okay? All right.
Don-
So our time is up, Rina. So I want you
Yes,
to practice pronouncing these words. Around. Okay? Around.
around,
Treadmill.
around
Okay?
treadmill,
Treadmill.
treadmill,
Tread.
treadmill,
D. D.
tread,
Treadmill.
treadmill,
Again. Treadmill.
treadmill, mill.
Okay. That's
No,
okay. Treadmill.
treadmill.
Perfect. Okay? That's nice. All right, Rina, our time is up. Okay?
Yes,
So thanks for joining the class today. I'll see you in our next class. Goodbye.
yes. See you later, teacher.
Yes, goodbye.
Huh?